And 5, 4, 3. Welcome to PeaceKeeper Reaction. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for joining us today, you guys. This is a very special episode. Every time this particular band drops a video, to me, it's an event. I just love Skynd. And they kind of combine two things that I kind of research. I don't want to say loved because it feels weird to say I loved serial killers or true crime. It's not something that you love, and a lot of true crime aficionados will have at one point or another kind of come across this thing where it's like, you're into serial killers. I'm not into serial killers. I just find it fascinating. I mean, what a topic could be more fascinating than some of these guys. I mean, this video should be no exception, but it's called Edmund Kemper. Now, if you guys want a more detailed history of Edmund Kemper, I recommend you go and check out the last podcast on the left, who did an amazing kind of fully comprehensive Edmund Kemper a three-parter. I think it's a three-parter, but it's so great. It totally breaks everything down. So go check that out. Check out that podcast no matter what. It's the reason I started my show, to be frank, was I went and saw a live last podcast on the left. They came here to Calgary, and it blew my mind. So I wanted to immediately, I was like, I got to start making content. These guys are so great. It just was inspiring. So go check out those guys. Last podcast on the left. Now, we're talking about Edmund Kemper. So he is, going from Wikipedia, an American serial killer who murdered 10 people. So Kemper murdered a 15-year-old girl as well as his own mother and her best friend from May 1972 to April 1973. So this was after Kemper's parole for murdering his grandparents. So that's kind of the craziest part about Edmund Kemper, was that he murdered his own grandparents and then was able to plead insanity, and he went to this psychiatric facility where they really enjoyed him. That's the kind of thing that's also very crazy about Edmund Kemper, is his ability to charm people throughout his life. Like, he even charmed the police in his town, so he was able to kind of get inside info on the murders, which is so crazy. I mean, anyways, so he worked at this, or he went to this psychiatric facility, and they kind of took a liking to him, and they let him have access to the files. So he was able, as a sociopath, it's fascinating, to kind of mimic what these files and documents had said people who are rehabilitated kind of do, and he was able to kind of mimic those traits enough to get released. And he had a horrible upbringing. His mother was terrible to him. She locked him in the basement. It was like real horror show shit. So he ended up murdering a bunch of young women. He worked at the college. This is when hitchhiking was a big thing. So these were women who just willingly getting into his car. So it's absolutely insane. The whole story of Edmund Kemper is one that if you're a true crime person, it's really worth digging in. Side kind of fascinating tidbit. When I was young, books on tape were a huge thing. Like, that's what I'd go to the library and I'd get books on tape, and you just listen to them. Sometimes they were read by the author, and sometimes they were read by serial killers, like Edmund Kemper, who had kind of a lovely voice, I guess. He did a bunch of books on tape, which is kind of fascinating. So lots of really neat stuff within the Edmund Kemper universe. I don't know. Anyways, I'm very excited to kind of dive right into Skynd. I mean, they're doing a song about this. I just love Skynd so much. So, I love industrial music. I've always been into true crime. The fact that this band exists is just a dream. So for me, anyways. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. That's what comment sections are for. Oh, one more thing. If you want to get your requests on the show, if there's a video you want me to check out, go to patreon.com/PeaceKeeper And for $10 a month, you get one request, $20 to $30 free. It's crazy. So there some more industrial music I should check out? Because that's what I love. I love Ogre. I love Skinny Puppy. I love all that stuff. You know that meme of cybergoths dancing under the bridge? That's what I would be like if I had my druthers. Speaking of druthers, I'm very excited to just dive right into this. I'm going to see if there's lyrics at this time. This is brand new. This just dropped 43 hours ago. 1 second here. All right, let's do this. And I know that it looks like this song has been... I don't have any lyrics. So, interesting. This song, I guess, has been available for, there's like live versions and live videos. So, but for me, I got to hear Skynd in an official video format. All their videos are so amazing. Columbine, I tell people all the time, is probably the greatest music video of all time. Just, man, crazy. And I've been thinking, since the previous channel, Nightmares, is unfortunately no longer available, I might do like a deep dive and a retrospective and go through all the Skynd videos. So if that's something that you want to see, let me know, and I'll throw it on the rotation. Anyways, without further ado, you guys, we're going to be watching Skynd. Edmund Kemper on PeaceKeeper.
It isn't that impossible in this society, and it happens. It happens. It happens. It happens.
One of these days, gonna follow through. Simple in the brain, and I don't know what I'll do. Here's a little game, here's a deja vu. Burrier and Harriet looking up at you. This is what you got, this is chemistry. A kettle on the stove's always gonna make a tea. A sticker on a hood, a chappy and a key. Are you fucking kidding me?
I can't stop. A little isn't enough. It's like drugs. A little isn't enough. You want more and more and more. You want more and more and more. I can't stop. I keep whipping them off. They go pop. I keep whipping them off. You want more and more and more. You want more and more and more.
Eeny, miny, moe,
Can't watch him grow. Chicken or the egg, or I guess it's kinda slow.
what about the kitten that I buried in the yard?
Should've seen it coming, should've known it from the start.
Ship me out of
Granny like a leopard to the sea. I'm a double whammy and I'm gonna make it free. Better take a test, better wait and see. Are you fucking kidding me?
I can't stop. A little isn't enough. It's like drugs. A little isn't enough. You want more and more and more. You want more and more and more. I can't stop. I keep whipping them off. They go pop. I keep whipping them off. You want more and more and more. You want more and more and more. It's like drugs. A little is enough. You want more and more and more. You want more and more and more. I can't stop. I keep whipping them off. They go pop. I keep whipping them off. You want more and more and more. You want more and more and more.
Edmund Kemper by Skynd on PeaceKeeper. Very, very interesting, very fascinating video. Perfect dude to play Edmund Kemper. I mean, he's a hard one to cast. I mean, he was gigantic, by the way. So this is kind of like a nice return to form for me for Skynd. Like, this is like a perfect video. I'm so glad that this is what they put out, because that's what Skynd does, is they just are there, witnesses to the horrible things that have happened throughout time. That's what made that Columbine, the first video I saw from Skynd, so effective. It was just them being there during the darkness. That's what they shine a light. They're the mirror of society. So this was perfect. This was awesome. Really showcased. I'm glad her vocals are really coming along well, I think. Hey, she sounds so great when she's singing. Like, she's really got some range. What do you guys think about that? I love this. This was great. I'm so excited about Skynd. I wish that, like, I didn't have to wait so long between videos, because I just love their whole art form is just so amazing. I mean, that industrial thriving kind of synth sound is oh man, it just gives me chills. So what do you guys think, though? Let me know in that comment section. That's what comment sections are for, after all. And if you want to get your requests on the show, you got to go to patreon.com/PeaceKeeper Reaction. And for PeaceKeeper, I'm Nathan. Play safe. I can put my arm back on.